opportunity to welcome all of our families, our juniors and our seniors to the 135th Commencement ceremony for Fishburne Military School. Today is a very special day for everybody in this room, but especially for those young men who sit before us. We gather here to celebrate them and to cheer them on. At this time, I would like to begin by introducing a Fishburne favorite, the chairman of the Fishburne Hudgens Educational Foundation, Mr. Joseph B. Yunt III, class of 19.
Colonel Morrison, Mr. Posner, ladies and gentlemen, honored guests, faculty and staff, gentlemen of the Cadet Corps. Having been medically AWOL from the school for much of this year, for the first time in 47 years, I am overjoyed at being able to welcome each of you here today on behalf of the Board of Trustees, and to salute the cadets and today's graduates in particular on completing one of the most spectacular years in the school's proud history. I ask that you stand and join with me in prayer and song. Almighty God, we ask your continued blessing on all who support, endeavor, and participate in Fishburne Military School. May we all embrace and appreciate the opportunities offered here and reflect in our lives the character and attributes installed and instilled in this worthy place. Bless our nation, inspire us to work for peace, and in every way safeguard those in service who defend our freedom around the world. And may we ever remember and ascribe to the last words ever spoken by our founder, James Abbott Fishburne, which were, "God bless my boys." Amen. Now, please join with me in singing Seth Baldwin's stirring words, echoing here across the decades, to hail to Fishburne, the Fishburne hymn.
Amen.
This time, I would like to announce that our valedictorian for the class of 2014 is Yale Giddings Osseroff. Valedictorian medal at this time. Wing it. We're very proud of Mr. Osseroff and his talents and his ability to be winging a valedictory. I don't see it.
Hey, Osseroff.
Now, I promised my senior class I would start my speech in one way, if I got it at the beginning of the year. Don't worry, it's not a prank, but will the real Slim Shady please stand up? Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I cannot express how great of an honor it is to be here. I'd like to express my appreciation to all my teachers, friends, and family members who've helped me to get where I am right now. Almost exactly 4 years ago, I remember my graduation from middle school. With the knowledge I was attending Fishburne in the summer to make up for my lack of dedication to Algebra 1 and Spanish 2. But to be honest, if you were to tell me then that I'd be the valedictorian in anything, I would have laughed at you. I know a lot of you, no matter how much you will doubt it, miss this giant brick on the hill. Fishburne is an intimidating place, and no matter how many years you've been here, it never stops challenging you. When I arrived at Fishburne, I was overwhelmed. I still remember the first thing that came down my mind as I saw Cadets Morrison, Rogers, and Nelson in their white over grays. I thought to myself, they look ridiculous. I will never wear that uniform. However, with now over 4 years of wearing this uniform, I can assure you it's not that ridiculous. During my stay at Fishburne Summer School, I found it easier to learn than I did at my top private school in Dallas, Texas, as it offered something more than intelligent peers and teachers. It taught me structure and discipline, and dedication. I met faculty and staff that were kind and welcoming, smart and creative, athletic and determined. I met a family of people that I wanted to be a part of. Over the next 4 years, I rose from the lowly rat status, from an underclassman to an upperclassman. And it became clear to me that I wanted to be the best I could for not only myself, but to show those people that I was worthy of their family. You could say I wanted to impress myself, so I could impress my peers. Fishburne is more than a school, it is more than a family of cadets. Its kindness and dedication is easily spread to the communities of Waynesboro through activities such as Key Club, their National Honor Society's annual blood drives. Our athletic programs have skyrocketed success with every sport this year. If you want proof, simply look at our football team who went 8-0 in their season, the best we've done in over 100 years. Our soccer team who made it to the States, only to be rejected because, as Coach Green put it, at a performance-enhancing 7th. Our wrestling team, which sent 9 kids to states and 2 to nationals, and even our golf team, who is ranked #1 in the state. Our exhibition, regulation, and color guard drill teams have so many trophies I don't even want to count. And Raiders goes without saying, placing first in all but a few of their meets, and placing 13th in the best of the best tournament with over 200 teams participating. All of these accomplishments from a little school on the hill, who would have thought? What allows Fishburne to do this is simply what it offers: a sound foundation for leadership, dedication, and a hard work ethic. What amazes me the most is that it pushes the utmost of our potential to the max. I know it saved me from a life I did not want to be a part of. Sitting in front of my room, playing Xbox, and eating Cheez-Its. Rolling off the big test that I had the next day, because apparently my math teacher had a personal vendetta against me. Now I'm prepared. I'm prepared to take on whatever challenges life offers. I know my classmates know this as well, and no matter what, whether it be college, enlisting in the military, or simply figuring out what you want to do with your life, Fishburne taught us, when the times get tough, the tough get going. And after a year at Fishburne, I know for a fact we're tough. We, the class of 2014, are not only a class of graduates like all the other high schools graduating right around these times, but a band of brothers prepared to take out whatever is in our way. Always remember where you come from, and always remember where you're going. Congratulations, brothers.
He is the founder and CEO of New Day USA and Chrysalis Holdings, LLC. In this capacity, he has served as the chief architect behind the company's information technology program. Through a strategy of managed risks and analytics, he has built New Day USA into one of the nation's leading companies serving the financial needs of veterans and their families. Rob is also the co-founder of the New Day USA Foundation, along with Rear Admiral C. Lynch, or Thomas C. Lynch, U.S. Navy retired, co-chair of the foundation, and former chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, Admiral Michael Mullen, U.S. and retired. The mission of the New Day USA Foundation is to assist veterans, active duty military and their families. This dedication to service is reflected in a wide variety of projects. New Day USA employees and their families volunteer their time and talents for organizations such as the Vietnam Veterans War Memorial, the Boulder Crest Retreat for military and veteran wellness. The foundation also provides Fishburne Military School scholarships to the sons of disabled and deceased veterans. Rob's support of his alma mater has resulted in the creation of the New Day USA Technology and Media Center in the Hobby Hudgens Hall, as well as investing in the technology infrastructure throughout the school. Rob is proud of the Fishburne Military School heritage and is honored to play a role in the school's continued success and legacy of excellence. Here with Rob today are his wife Sharon Roberts, son Jack Roberts, daughter Ever Roberts, and his parents, Alan and Linda Pazzi. Ladies and gentlemen, I introduce to you a very, very good man.
Colonel Morrison, Cadets, it's an honor to be here today. Yale Osteroff, that was an absolute fantastic valedictorian speech tonight. And Battalion Commander McCoo, congratulations to you, not on your personal achievements, which are many, but on what a phenomenal battalion you have led this year. Congratulations. I think I share feelings of many of the people in this room when we say that we are so happy to see the beautiful, big smile of our chairman, J.B. Young, who is with us today. You know, when I was a cadet, J.B. was always wearing a light-colored suit, and he and Colonel Miller, the superintendent, would walk around the track. And to me, J.B. was more powerful than the President of the United States of America. Congratulations to the 2014 class of Fishburne Military School. To the Corps, for your success in making this one of the most accomplished years in the school's history. And to your parents, for their commitment and sacrifice to you, and having the wisdom to understand that you needed a boost when they sent you to the school on the hill. Your experiences at Fishburne will not only be the boost you needed in high school, but it will be the foundation throughout your life. It is such an honor for me here on the day when we are celebrating the graduation of these fine men. At Alumni Weekend last month, I had the privilege and honor to have dinner with one of my lifelong mentors, Colonel Bob Miller, who was the headmaster and superintendent of Fishburne when I was a cadet. Colonel Miller used to say, the mission of Fishburne Military School is to take a young man as far as you can, as fast as you can, for as long as you have. As far as you can, as fast as you can, is the 2014 class achieving a 100% college acceptance rate. As far as you can, as fast as you can, is your K-Sound football team playing in the Virginia State Championship game, going undefeated in the regular season for the best record in the 100-year history of the school. As far as you can, as fast as you can, is the wrestling team sending 4 cadets to the state championship. As far as you can, as fast as you can, is your soccer team getting to the playoffs, or the Raiders team going to nationals. As far as you can, as fast as you can, is the fact that 12 cadets of this year's graduates have decided to honor and serve our country on the front lines of freedom. We admire these men for stepping up to serve our country. Men such as William Shepard, who was accepted into Lynchburg Academy and decided to serve in the U.S. Army. Or Chandler Wright, who was accepted into VMI, but decided instead to serve in the U.S. Navy to pursue a career in the Navy SEALs and follow the footsteps of his father Peter. Other graduates in the audience today will be joining commissioning programs for each of the military services. Chandler Bryan, Jason Connolly, Harold McHugh, Nicholas Crime, Anders Leonardson, Joseph Conlon, Xenophon Januis, Edwin Lopez, Klaus Lynn, and Jonathan Ross.
Woo!
We wish these great young men Godspeed. And at this time, I would like to recognize every veteran here today who has served our nation and protected our freedom, and ask them to stand up for a round of applause. Thank you for your service. This year, the Corps is honored. This year, the Corps honored the passing of our beloved Major John Hare. You will forever remember his kindness and his dedication to teaching others and making a difference. Major Hare will continue to live on in all of you and be part of your success. Well after the final task is heard today, I can tell you that in my life, the teachers and mentors whose names I remember are from Fishburne Military School. Teachers and mentors like Colonel Bob, who conveyed to us the importance of judgment and realizing our own potential. Teachers and mentors like Colonel David Bowman, who was instrumental in teaching me about life and commitment when I was a cadet in the mess hall. Teachers and mentors like Colonel David Braddock, my algebra teacher, who served as a Marine Battalion Commander in Vietnam, and who scared me and my fellow cadets to death. Legends at the school, like our chairman, J.B. Yunt, Colonel Chief Whitney, who taught geometry, and Colonel Edward Young, who taught us English. These great mentors devoted their lives to Fishburne and will always be larger than life to me. To them, I am forever grateful. Today, the Fishburne faculty and staff exemplify the concept. Excuse me. This July, Battalion Commander Harold McCoo will start plebe summer at the United States Naval Academy in Annapolis. One of the first things that will be drilled into plebe McCoo is the Navy motto, shipmate, self. First, the Navy sailor takes care of his ship. Second, their shipmates. And last, themselves. That is what the definition is of selfless service. Today, the Fishburne faculty and staff exemplify the concept of shipmate self. Only in this special place, here in Waynesboro, Virginia, do you have teachers who arrive to school early, manage the athletic program after school, and after a short dinner, they return to study hall or to prepare a lesson plan for the next day. Most impressive is their dedication and personal involvement in the lives of each of these young men. Your definition of success is not measured by your own personal enrichment, but by your personal commitment to the cadets that you teach. I would like to recognize the faculty and staff and ask them to stand up and be recognized. Thank you so much. And I would also like to recognize your superintendent, Gary Morrison, and his wife, Susan, whose commitment to Fishburne's mission and every one of their cadets is truly special. It's hard to imagine a superintendent doing a better job for the school and the commitment that you and your wife, Susan, provide here every day. It's got to work. Through a cadet's experience at Fishburne, you have not only learned lessons about leadership in the classroom, classroom. You've experienced it firsthand. Where else but Fishburne can a 14-year-old young man have the responsibility of being a squad leader? At 15, a color guard commander. At 16, First Sergeant Charlie. At 17, a company commander. Your experience in leadership has already taught you how to motivate a team to achieve a common mission. In August of last year, when you received your promotion to rank after training detail, you may not have believed you were completely ready. But by January, not only had you grown into that rank, you were promoted yet again. In your life, you will be provided opportunities and challenges to lead people before you believe you are ready. Fishburne has prepared you to step up and take the opportunity to lead. The world is constantly changing and evolving. This school on the hill has taught you to step up and take the opportunity that lies ahead, while others are waiting for that perfect time, which may never come. Your experience in leadership, living in the barracks with your brothers, freezing through that long, cold winter, while marching on that parade field and marching towards the front barracks. Making it through one of Major Cedar's history classes, or competing on the athletic field. These experiences that Fishburne has given you are what make you different. It's what makes you special. It's what makes you strong. After the final task is heard today, I would like you to remember 3 things. 1, you are a leader and a winner. The young man who entered Fishburne is not the man who is graduating today. Two, remember that leading is about giving. If you want opportunity for yourself, you must first provide it to others. If you want to enrich yourself, you must first help enrich the lives of others. If you want happiness in your life, you must first bring happiness to those you love. Giving you shall receive. Selfless service. Ship itself. These are the keys to a happy and successful life. And finally, remember that your family is everything and defines who you are. I am truly blessed that my mom, Linda Posner, my dad, Alan Posner, sacrificed greatly sent me to Fishburne. They came back here today for this graduation, and their love for the school is as strong today as the day I graduated 27 years ago in this very chapel. I'm also here today with my wife Sharon of 22 years, my son Jack, and my daughter Ed. They are my happiness. I would like for all of us to give a round of applause to all the parents that are with us today. Without their love, sacrifice, and support, this day would not be possible. And one more thing. I get the fact that you boys have been held captive here in Waynesboro. After you've enjoyed this summer of freedom, get focused. The key to success in college is a lot like the game of baseball. Get off to a good start by getting the leadoff man on base. If you get your game face on in September and you have a good first semester, you will graduate. It has been an honor of a lifetime to be with you here today. May God bless you and keep you. Forever Fishburne. Thank you.
On Joe, on, boots on, South Korea. Joseph Bradford Bond, Windsor, Colorado. Antoine Cornelius Brown, Washington, D.C. Chandler David Bryant, Virginia Beach, Virginia. Daniel Brockton Burns, McLean, Virginia. Joseph Thomas Canna, Foxborough, Massachusetts. Minho Jo, Seoul, South Korea. Jacob Allen Cochran, Medford, Oregon. Andrew Sterling Cole.
We would ask that everyone refrain from applauding as they said, recognize the team. Thank you.
Hunter Lee Couchot, Ashland, Kentucky. Nicholas Edgar Gilbert Crump, Port-au-Prince, Haiti. Roberto Andres Cruz, San Juan, Puerto Rico. Mitchell Owen Curley, Orlando, Florida. Andrew Robert Davis, Pennsboro, West Virginia. Joshua Mason Draper, Herndon, Virginia. Thaddeus Paul Edwards, Winchester, Virginia. Owen Culligan Fessick, Mechanicsville, Virginia. Asian Kufai Azna Flanagan, Raleigh, North Carolina. Kevin Anthony Galloway, Greenwood, Virginia. Alexander John Mackay Gray, Brooklyn, New York.
Again, we wish to recognize them as a unit, as a team.
Kyle Jacob Hale, Waynesboro, Virginia. Drake Lee Hansen, Manassas, Virginia. Russell Benedict Holland Simpson, Triangle, Virginia. Xenophon James Genulus, Lauderdale, Florida. David Robert Solinsky Jennings, Burlington, North Carolina. Sutton Clyde John, Knoxville, Tennessee. Jesse Mitchell Lawrence, Fairfax, Virginia. Anders Larry Leonardson, Abet Maria, Florida. Klaus Sebastian Lennon, Uppsala, Sweden. Edwin Jose Lopez Bolotero, Harrisonburg, Virginia. Jordan Anthony Lucas, Waldorf, Maryland. Harold White Marcoux III, Haymarket, Virginia. Bevan Ezra Morrison, Detroit, Michigan. Chandler Liam Olathunny, Southern Pines, Florida. Brendan Timothy O'Shaughnessy, Fairport, New York. Jair Alexander Ogilvy, Prince George, Virginia. Yale Giddings Ossoff, Dallas, Texas. Beyond Park, Seoul, South Korea. Roberta Orlando Robles, Silver Spring, Maryland. Cedric Doral Ross, Waynesboro, Virginia. Jonathan Edward Ross, Medford Lakes, New Jersey. Jesse Gabriel Shaw, Fairfax, Virginia. William Cummins Shepherd, Virginia Beach, Virginia. Samuel Tucker Cisco, Beltsville, Maryland. Colin Ray Pate, Waynesboro, Virginia. Kurt John Wigan, Oak Hill, Virginia. Chandler Earl Wright, Virginia Beach, Virginia.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, I'd like to give a big round of applause